Moi everyone and welcome to Finnish Plate. The rye bread. Time and time again, it is the most loved Finnish food item. I found a new supply of rye flour online, so I wanted to try it out. But at the same time, I kind of wanted to change my recipe a little bit than what I normally do. So I made it a square one. I made this in a sheet pan, which I felt was going to be maybe a little bit easier to do rather than the round ones. I also added some malted rye flour in here to give that a little bit of that malted flavor. And they came out pretty nice looking. And you might be surprised to find out that rye bread is super simple to make. You too can make it at home very easily. So join me and I'll show you how to make Finnish rye bread at home. So I have some new rye flour here that I wanted to try out. See how it works out. This is from Carolina Ground, and this is whole rye meal that I ordered. Let's take a look at what it looks like. And actually, if we shake this, let me see if I can get it close to the camera. It looks very coarsely ground, which is great. It looks like this is exactly what we're looking for in rye flour. It has those cracked rye berries still in there. The entire rye seed is in there, ground, just coarsely cracked. The falling number is always a problem. How good was the harvest when this was done, when this was harvested? So we're gonna find out. So first, we'll start exactly the same. I'm gonna measure 750 grams of water in my bowl over here. It's actually pretty warm in here. It's the middle of summer, so I think this will come together pretty quickly. There we go, 750 grams on the dot. Now, in a different bowl, I'm gonna measure 600 grams of rye meal. And also, I'm gonna add 30 grams of malted rye flour. Malted rye might be a little bit difficult to find in the US. I ordered mine from Finland. You could certainly try home brewing store, Amazon, the usual. But if you just cannot find it, use malted barley instead. So 30 grams. Just to add a little touch of that maltiness. There we go. Okay. So now I will measure out my salt. Since I'm using 2% of salt per flour weight, and I have 630 grams of flour, that means that I'm gonna add about 13 grams of salt. It's actually a little bit less, but I'll just round it up to 13. I have here rye starter that I started last night. It is literally just a mixture of my sourdough starter and rye flour, water. So I'm gonna add 50 grams of my starter in here. And now I'm just gonna eyeball it, about half the flour in here. It's not so exact, but we just want to add the flour in and mix it all together to get this going. And this is gonna sit on the counter at room temperature for about 8 hours or so. Overnight would be great too. All right, so 8 hours has passed and our dough, our rye dough, definitely has that smell of fermentation, which is exactly what we're looking for. So I'm gonna add the salt and the rest of the rye flour. And now I'm just gonna mix it up. Let's get everything mixed together. So this is more like batter than dough, but of course it's rye, so there's no gluten in it. There's no gluten structure to develop, so kneading really doesn't do anything. Now I'm just gonna sprinkle some rye flour on my surface over here, on my baking sheet. And I'm gonna spread my batter here. So now we'll just spread this as evenly as we can. And now I'm just going to sprinkle on the rest of my rye flour on top. This is going to prevent it from drying too much, while we're still going to let this rise for a little bit. And now I'm going to cut individual bread shapes out of this. So I'm going to use my pizza cutter to create basically individual loaves. I'm going to split this in 3 parts like this. Actually, maybe it could be, maybe it could have been 4 parts. Let's see. Nah, I'll do 3 parts. There we go. And now I'm gonna do it this way. Into rectangles. There we go. And last thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna run my dough docker through. Okay, so now I'm gonna let this proof for about an hour. I'm gonna turn on my oven preheated to 550 Fahrenheit. And then once this bread has proofed again, I'm gonna pop it in the oven and bake it until it's done. It could take 20 or even 30 minutes to bake. Okay, exactly 20 minutes later, and they look pretty good actually. Let's see how I can get these out of the pan without burning myself. Of course, you probably could just let it cool down on its own, but I kind of want to get it off the pan. The sides are a little difficult. Looks like they are a little stuck. There we go. And now I'll use my pizza cutter just to separate these individual pieces of bread. All right. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the results. They came out looking really nice, and I feel like this method, doing them in a pan rather than doing the round ones with a ice cream scoop, is maybe a little bit easier to do, especially since the rye dough can be really difficult to work with because it's just so wet. Okay, so let's go ahead and taste it. I have here some spread that actually has plant stanels that are made in Finland, interestingly enough. Of course, you could eat it with butter, whatever your favorite topping is for rye bread. Like I said, these ones probably could have been a little smaller. But let's take a half of this one and let's just cut it up. As the rye bread, when it's out of the oven, straight out of the oven, the crumb is still developing. So you may want to let it sit for a couple hours, but I just can't wait any longer. The crumb looks pretty nice actually. So let's add a little bit of that spread. It's still warm. It's still gonna melt. Let's see how the new flour plus some of the malt worked out. This actually came out very sour as far as sour bread goes. That's interesting. I like my rye bread really sour, which is great for me. It might be a personal preference of yours. How sour do you like it? This one came out really sour. That rye flour that I got, Carolina ground rye meal, perfect for this. It works so great. It has a great nutty flavor, rye flavor, a full-on, full-bodied rye flavor. Definitely try it out. Get some of their flour. The malt isn't quite as strong as I hoped it would have been. Probably could have added maybe even doubled the amount of malt. But other than that, it's definitely an amazing rye bread. You should go ahead and make it yourself. And definitely, if you've never had rye bread before, Finnish rye bread, make this. Let me know, how do you like it? Try it with some salmon soup. As always, please like and subscribe. Comment down below, how do you like your rye bread? And I'll see you next time on Finish Your Plate.